The Caribbean is a region rich with vibrant cultures, people, and scenery. But as mostly small island developing states, we face unique economic, social, and environmental challenges. Our geographic locations, as well as social, economic, and environmental conditions, leave us vulnerable to external shocks, whether they're financial, trade, health, or even climate-related. In cases where developed countries face similar events, their ability to recover while still preserving the welfare of their citizens differs vastly. The fact that it takes a Caribbean country 3 times longer to recover from a natural hazard than a developed nation underscores the need for an upgraded measure of vulnerability for small island states in the region. For 40 years, while the region has been battered by natural hazards, we have continued to use the same vulnerability indices as larger or more developed countries. These indices have been based predominantly on gross national income or GNI per capita as a measure of economic development. The problem is that GNI fails to take into account the underlying structural weaknesses of small states, such as small market size, narrow range of exports, high debt, aging infrastructure, and outmoded public institutions. Under these conditions, it takes longer for a shock to dissipate, and recovery costs are much higher than in developed countries that experience similar events. The U.S. state of Florida and the Caribbean island Dominica are both equally susceptible to a Category 5 hurricane. But it takes longer for Dominica to recover from that hurricane. The recovery duration would depend on the magnitude and severity of the impact as well as the initial economic and social conditions. The longer lag in the recovery period for small developing states highlights the importance of having a measurement system that includes the economic, social, and environmental dimensions of development. So, how can we achieve this? Well, through the Caribbean Development Bank's Recovery Duration Adjuster, a dynamic and forward-looking vulnerability and resilience framework. The Recovery Duration Adjuster captures the adverse effects of the resilience drag and more accurately reflects the status of development in small states. This affords policymakers greater insight into how tomorrow's vulnerability can be addressed in today's decision-making. The ultimate aim is to shorten the total recovery time for SIDS. Quicker recovery leads to a more stable standard of living for citizens. CDB's Recovery Duration Adjuster is a more comprehensive measure of the economic, social, and environmental reality of small island states. Now, the RDA provides a more relevant per capita income adjusted measure, facilitates a better evaluation of the impact of shocks on small states, and can provide a firmer basis for justifying the mobilization of much-needed financial resources. As we grapple with the social and economic fallout from COVID-19 while facing the constant threat of climate hazards and acts of nature, small states need a vulnerability and resilience measurement system that considers all the factors impacting the welfare of their citizens. CDB will continue to develop its Recovery Duration Adjuster and will collaborate with regional and international institutions to refine our methodology. The road to rescue, recovery, and resilience starts here. Let's work together to build better, stronger, more resilient Caribbean economies.